Good evening and Chatelet, everybody. This is going to be a quickie review of the Bose QC35 version 2. I did the 35 a long time ago. This is the 35-2. And there's the outer box. It doesn't really have a complete box, just a sleeve that comes off the outer side. And then you have this thing in here. And somewhere in this mess, there's you get a little set of instructions here about how to not electrocute yourself, whatever they do with things like headphones, electronics, and so on. I think I just spilled my headphone onto the floor. All right, carry case, stiff carry case, zippers all the way around, and okay, it's room for the headphone in here. There's a little kind of a pocket in here, fabric pocket, and there's another fabric sock-like pocket on the back here, and there's a little place where you can hang it from a backpack, I guess. It takes up too much room inside the backpack. But anyway, the headphone fits in there folded up, so you basically get the headphone folded like this, with one ear cup tucked in and with them folded flat, and then you're good for that. And so it's very compact for a full-size headphone, very comfortable. Has ultra nice plastic ear pads here, very soft squishy ear pads. Here's the on button right here, and tells you verbally how much charge you have left. Turns the headphone on, pairs it automatically if you're set up for that. We can see the little flashing pairing light down there, a little amber light. And we have the start, stop, volume up and down, next, previous, all that sort of thing. Over here is the noise canceling button. And make sure I can focus on that right here. There, oh yeah, that was getting really dark there. So that's the when it comes on, it's on full noise canceling. You press it once, it's on low. Press it again, it's off. This headphone is, I think, on all the time. So if you plug the cable in, it does come with a little cable. If you plug the cable in, then electronics are going to still stay on. They tell you get 40 hours running off a cable and 20 hours running purely off of Bluetooth. But anyway, like the Bose Studio 3, it's on all the time, and so there's no way around that. If your battery runs out, better charge it up before you take that flight. So anyway, we got all the buttons here, and I don't think this noise canceling is as good as the QC35 original one or the QC25 original one, which the standard noise canceling on those is really good. But this one seems to make some noises, like some rumbling or whatever, when it's on full. When it's on low, it's almost useless. And but anyway, it does have good isolation when it's when the noise canceling is off, so that's a plus. The amount of extension on each side is a little more than an inch, maybe an inch and an eighth or inch and a quarter on each side. So. And I wear it, let's see, at home about four notches up, about a third of that distance. So it's made for big heads. Smaller heads of mine will fit, so fairly small heads, but wide range of much bigger heads. And it's hard to say how good the Bose is. QC15 or QC2. I think I had a QC2 a long time ago, and the whole thing just completely disintegrated. And but QC15, I'm not sure I had that. I had a 25 and then a 35. Anyway, it's the 35-2. So I don't know. Oh, let's get to the sound of this thing. I'll tell you what. A lot of people don't believe in headphone burn-in. This one needs a lot of burn-in. I'm telling you, the thing sounded freaky. Really. Not good. I tried it out. I mean, the response curve I did on it with the tones was all over the place. Just crazy. But it settled down after about, I don't know, 8-10 hours of break-in, maybe 12. And here's what I wound up with. So I wound up pushing 80 hertz down just a little bit, about 3 dB. Pushed 2 kilohertz down about 3 dB. Raised up about 1 decibel or a decibel and a half at 3 kilohertz. About 3 decibels up at 5. Maybe 2.5 decibels down at 7. And maybe a little bit of tick up at 10. It's still pretty strong response at 9 kilohertz. Most of these things take a dive at or above 10. And I go up to, I don't know, 13, 14 easily with a good clear signal. So the headphones that have really good output above 10 kilohertz, like the Bayer T1, T90, T70, this is nothing like that. Very few headphones are like that. They have good output up there. Most of them just take a dive. But anyway, that's plus or minus 3 dB here, which is really, really pretty amazingly good. Now the disadvantage that I mentioned of the noise canceling, or the electronics having to be on all the time, even when a cable's plugged in, there's an advantage to that. And that since there's no passive response that's unequalized by the headphone itself, you get the same sound regardless of what mode you're in, whether you're plugged in with a wire, whether you're listening with noise canceling on or not. With the previous Bose before the 35, when you had a true passive mode with the electronics off, the sound was not good at all. Much worse than this. Much worse. And that's because the Bose equalization was not turned on with their DSP that they had built in. So with the all-electronic Bose QC35-2, we don't have that problem. So you get the same sound all the time. And the disadvantage that you have to have the thing charged up. So let's see, we got the box. I got this at the Apple Store for full price. And there's no way around that. You didn't have any choice. But all in all, you know, pretty impressive piece of equipment for the price. So, yeah, give it a guarded recommendation there. And what else do we want to say about that? Nothing. That's it.